Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the watch along for the co-main event here of the next gen card. Myself and JFT, as always, got you covered for this one. Jay, we're just chatting off camera, mate. Looking forward to this one. Good fight here for the English Super Welter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Fawaz's backstory is absolutely amazing. He Nigerian born, brought up in Benin, came over here to stay with relatives. Ended up in the care system, decent amateur. I think his sonny knows him from the amateurs. Turned over pro. There were visa issues, and he was pretty old for pro. And he's a tough, rugged guy. And if Bostan's not on it tonight, not switched on, as Sonny said, and tries to have a tear up, which he enjoys, it could be trickier than anticipated. I expect him to come through. I think he's fresher and has the better all-round skill set. But, Fawaz has not come here to make up the numbers. He's come here to fight, and he's a seasoned boxer. Not necessarily a seasoned pro, but he's a seasoned boxer that's considerably older. Looks a lot thicker as well in stature, in physical.
Yeah, he's in good shape.
Now he's hydrated. Really. He does look a lot thicker, but he is shorter and stockier. But I expect Bostan to win.
Yeah, it should be a good one. If my connection's a little bit ropey, I do apologise. Hawkan in the building. Hope you're well, Hawkan. Let's go Starboy Junaid. Can you hear me all right, Jay?
Absolutely fine, yeah. It's your visuals a bit pixelated.
Oh, all right, that's all right. We can deal with that. My ugly mug doesn't need to be seen around YouTube anyway.
I'm glad you said it. Saved me a job.
Right, both men in the ring, Jay. We both picked Boston. A lot of people have been telling me, obviously, we put out our prediction shows, and I'll put my own ones out as well. And all the comments have been telling me about Fawaz's ABA wins and all the rest of it. So look, maybe Junaid might not have it his own way. We'll see though.
No, I think I initially sort of overlooked him. And then when I've thought about it a little bit more, it's closer than I expected initially. I think this fight's going to be possibly a show stealer, because we know how skillful Bostan is. And Fawaz has got a decent amateur record in terms of boxing pedigree, so I'm expecting it to be very, very good.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get a good competitive fight. That's what I want to see. It's no good for Junaid if he just runs through Fawaz in a round, but I don't think he will, to be fair.
Who does Fawaz remind me of? Who's the little Cuban former world champion that boxed? Oh God, who does he look like? Let me find him.
What, Rigondo?
No, the other one.
Gamboa.
That's it. That's who he looks like. You think
Yuriakis Gamboa? I was only thinking about him earlier when he rocked Crawford.
Decent fighter in his day.
Oh, he was definitely. DJ Pat in the house. Thanks to Hawkan and Pat joining us from Sweden. Has been a good card, Pat. I watched the Saints fight, and I watched who was on before it. I can't even think now. I've watched a couple of them, mate.
I've literally just got in from work, so I haven't seen any of it. I'll have to watch it later.
Yeah. Weird guard here for Fawaz.
Yeah, he's got his hands right high like a Muay Thai.
He's got the old Nate Diaz going on.
Yeah. Bostan's cagey, though. He's not his normal front foot. Dalton Smith there in the crowd. We've got Conor Ben as well, ringside.
Yeah, it's good turnout for a next gen, to be fair, tonight.
Decent. I mean, it's
They
a
put
big
a bit of weight behind it, though, haven't they, this week?
Well, to be fair, it's had more press than the heavyweight female world title fight that's apparently taking place tomorrow. I've barely seen it. I've seen a couple of X posts. So yeah, Eddie's really got behind this card more than he normally does for his next gen cards. Bostan keeps finding a home for that overhand right, but even though Fawaz's guard's really high, he's finding a gap for it. But I don't like that. He's changed his defense. He's gone into the Philly shell now, but I don't think he knows what he wants to do.
Yeah, I think that's half the battle, isn't it?
Yeah, because Bostan's a brutal body puncher, so I'm surprised his hands are so high. Loves the shots that body does, Bostan.
Cagey, first few minutes.
Yeah, a little bit of showboating. Could my dogs be any louder?
Wouldn't be fight night without the dogs, mate.
They've got to get in somehow, haven't they? They have to get in somehow.
DJ Pat with a comment. He said, Fawaz is straight open in the pipe like crazy. Boston going to land something when he's... Yeah, look, there's gaps, isn't there, Pat? I can see myself. It's that high guard, but there's a gaping hole in the middle of it.
He needs to chill out with that. If they have an aggressive exchange, mate, he's getting clipped straight away. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to grab a water.
Yeah, well, good, mate. Boston looks like he's ready for a boxing match. He wasn't overly aggressive in the first round, Starboy, but I think it's safe to say that he's 10-9 ahead. Fawaz just kind of, as you said, Pat, just straight in front of him with that high guard. Very, very high, strange guard that he's got going on. Bumper weekend of action, though, everybody. I hope you're all looking forward to it. I know, Hawkan, you said some great news on Benavidez Morel. Good for you as well, Pat. Obviously, the pay-per-view price on Triller, so it's good stuff on that, boys. Half the price of the UK.
I can't afford that, mate.
Well, in Sweden, it's on Triller for £9. I was chatting to Hawkan yesterday. That's a great result for them.
I think I might be using my Swedish VPN tomorrow to save £11.
Yeah, we'll have to get Triller TV to broadcast it in the UK. I cannot wait for Benavidez Morel. I'm looking forward to Azim Lipinets as well, to be fair. Really good weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, and we've got Israel
UFC Saudi,
which is and MVP versus Shara Bullet.
Yeah, it's a bumper weekend. Next Friday as well, you got the GBM cards. We've got Friday night boxing next week. Shakan Pitters challenges for the Euro.
February, mate. February unbelievable. Remember, we've got the rematch of the century on the 22nd. It's just bumper fight after bumper fight. This is probably the leanest weekend, and this weekend stacked. It's crazy. We've got some big MMA fights coming up as well in February.
Yeah,
so some big cards.
Awesome, good shots by Boston there. So absolutely incredible month for boxing, starting tomorrow on the 1st of February, isn't it? Unbelievable.
Yeah, I think Boston's just starting to find his range at the minute. He's really comfortable going backwards, and then he's just touching him forwards. I think he's just found his range. I think he's going to start pulling away soon, because if you notice, Fawaz is chasing him. He doesn't really know what to do. He's scared of getting into range, so he's just following him. And Bostan's longer; he'll just pick him off. Yeah,
it's sharp, isn't he? Yeah, did get pay-per-view Saudi card instead. Might get that tomorrow. Oh yeah, remember you saying that, Pat? Good on you. We'll be watching tomorrow night. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, we'll have play-by-play.
It's been a while since a proper. I know we had Pacheco in Vegas last week, but a proper pay-per-view style Vegas card. It's Canelo Belanga, I think, was the last one. So I'm looking forward to
first proper one in a while, really, isn't it?
About 5 months or so. So that's looking forward to that big time. Saw the queue for the weigh-in for Benavidez Morel. It's getting some proper traction. It's going to do good numbers. Do terrible numbers in the UK, but it'll do great numbers in America.
Yeah, there'll be about 4 of us watching it in the UK.
There'll be about 15 pay-per-view buys on Amazon Prime in the UK, but there'll be a lot in the US. So more the same, mate, in round 2 so far. I think Starboy's trying to figure out the range, isn't he? I do like that, Nick. Oh, some good shots there by Fawaz, to be fair.
Fawaz is contradicting everything I've said. He's started to throw now when he's in range.
He is, he's letting some shots go.
He is being a little bit reckless, though. I don't like he's wide open.
We got YV Sub-Zero. Thank you very much for joining us. Much appreciated. Based on what I didn't before the fight, I'll be honest with you, but based on what I've seen so far, I think it might. But again, Boston can hit hard.
Yeah, and it depends how Fawaz feels 4, 5, 6 rounds of it after 4,
Yeah,
5,
how much
6 rounds of
ambition?
it. He just got caught with the last shot of the round was a sickening right up to the body, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was sort of half turning, ready to finish,
Yeah.
and he didn't.
He's good. Good to the body, Boston, isn't he?
Yeah, really good.
I'm surprised at that, Pat, because I thought with Matchroom's Mexican links, I thought that Marco Verdi would have gone there, to be fair. But look, if he has gone to PBC, they're probably paying him a lot of money. So I heard Canelo's staying with PBC as well.
Listen, they've got to do something. They have to do something. So I think what they're going to do is try keep hold of the ones that they've got and then try get some fresh blood by just offering stupid money.
Think about it, though. Canelo stays with PBC, does the skull fight in May, and then PBC are all of a sudden linked to the Crawford fight at Saudi in September. Even though, well, it might not be in Saudi, but it could be a Riyadh season. Could be a Riyadh season. Hi, Jams. Hope you're well, my friend. Thanks for joining us. You got it going to the points decision on this and the main. I think you could be right there, mate. To be fair, Derek Azazi's tough as well.
I've put a cheeky fiver on Azazi round 4.
Have you? I backed Lidar points in the main event. I did think Boston will win by a knockout here, to be fair, but I'm looking quite wrong as normal. Apart from Nick Ball in the 7th round.
2 and a bit rounds in, though, brother. This can well change. I think Boston's got to get going yet. I don't think he's out of first gear yet. There you go.
Thanks, Wifey Sub-Zero. Much appreciated, my friend. We've only just started the 3rd round, so you've got a little while left before the fight finishes yet. No massive shots landed, as Jay said. Boston landed a good body shot at the end of the 2nd, but nothing.
He just landed a decent right up there as well, and Fawaz acknowledged it.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Well, what was that about, actually?
Don't know.
That was a weird one, that.
Yeah, it was.
Kind of almost like playing possum a little bit. I don't know. Eddie Reynoso is his manager. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And if so, Pat, definitely.
Can I go out on a whimmy and say I'm sick of hearing everyone bigging Eddie Reynoso up as a great trainer? Name me 5 fighters that he's trained to world title level. You'll struggle after 2.
Yeah, obviously.
That's coattails. And if he hadn't have had Canelo, we'd never have heard of him.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't be spoke about in a certain light if he didn't have Canelo. But he has. Look at Golovkin and Abel Sanchez. He hasn't had like a large group of fighters, has he? But him and Golovkin's partnership was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, some decent shots on the inside.
Everything I've said about Fawaz being a great amateur boxer, his footwork tonight's awful. Absolutely awful.
He's getting a bit sloppy, isn't he?
He's just walking forward with his hands up. I don't know what he's hoping to achieve. I don't know if he's hoping to try get in and just let unleash when he... A couple of good right hands there, but stop all this. You're not doing well enough to start showboating.
Yeah. Ooh.
That guard's awful.
It looks like he's like taking the piss or something.
Yeah, or like someone who's not boxed. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not into all of his bravado, though, to be fair. Like, I'm not sure.
That just tells me that's nerves, I think. But Boston's staying calm and collective. He's biting a little bit, but Super Chat, 499, great content. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
Oh, legend, Jams. Thank you very much for that, brother.
What does that even mean?
I think he's given a donation to the channel of $4.99. So much appreciated, Jams. You're a legend.
Thank you, man. I don't even know what, mate.
I don't know what that means either, but we recently got the channel monetized. So I think that's the first ever one. Thank you, Jams. You're a legend. Much appreciated. Go and subscribe to Boxing Media Hub as well, a channel that we're aspiring to get up to what Jams and Joel's have been doing for many, many years now. So thank you very much, my man. Much appreciated. I have to get on for the prediction show again soon, mate. Get me and Jay on for Better BF Bivol. We'll come and do that one.
Absolutely.
We got Boston. We'll go all rounds. I did not see that stoppage here. Yeah, Pat, from what I've seen so far, I think I'd agree.
I'm going for round 7. I think Boston will get him out of here. Oh, lost his footing there. It looked like he wobbled, Boston, but I think he lost his footing a bit. Fawaz, just box and stop being silly. I'm hoping it sparks in a bit.
There you go, Jams, legend, brother. Yeah, look, I'm not going to say it, Jay, because I know you always give me give me a bit of heat for it, but it kind of is the same thing.
Bit of rinse and repeat have we got here, brother?
Bit of rinse and repeat. Yeah, man, hit us up. Jams always want to come on and do that. The prediction shows you guys do, especially the big panel ones for the. Oh my God!
Oh, Boston was definitely hurt there. Jams, we need to get.
He's definitely wobbling.
Do that football. We need to do that football show, Jams. I'll hit you up.
Yeah, the ship too big, right? Oh,
look at big lump on his left cheek as well. Have you seen it?
Yeah, man, he's all over the place. He's falling back into the ropes and everything.
That wasn't the back of the head.
Oh, now the bravado looks. The bravado looks.
Fire now.
Yeah, we got a good fight on our hands here now. This is what English title fight should be, though.
Telling you, my brother was in one of the best fights I've ever seen, and I'm not just saying that because he's my brother. Heavy knockdown in the first round, and then end to end for the next 9. It was unreal, mate.
Top class.
It was in a packed arena as well, so that helped because it was in a ram-packed arena. It was Amir Khan and Scott Lawton undercard. I've never heard noise like it. Nottingham Ice Arena. It's the first time I saw police made a cordon down the middle of the fans to keep them separate. I've never seen that before. Half and half. Yes, Jams, I'll hit you up, brother. Yeah,
definitely get that one going, boys. That'll be good watch. YB Sub-Zero's got a quick something on for us. I'm telling you, man, this round 4 has been the most dominant round of the fight so far, and it's Fawaz who's been. Although he's showboating too much, I think he needs to stick it on.
You know what? If you go back and listen, they spoke to Sonny Edwards just before they started walking, and he said, "Do not underestimate Fawaz." He said, "If Bostan tries to fight him, it could come unstuck." That's what Sonny hit, and that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah.
He tried to come in too quick and just got clipped.
He can't miss with the right hand, Fawaz. He can't miss.
I'm not sure it was an actual punch that he sort of tripped over his feet whilst pulling away.
Yeah, potentially, Jan. He shipped a bit of punishment, didn't he, in that?
Why? Can I ask a serious question? Why do we have ring girls still? What is the point of having an half-naked woman walking around with a placard telling us what round it is? I don't get it.
It's the type of questions that we need answers to, JFT. That's why you're here. Fawaz has a strange style coming forward, but you can see Boston finding more and more punching sequences. Yeah, I know what you mean, Pat. He's trying to set it up, isn't he? But the visuals weren't great for Junaid Bostan there, were they?
No.
In that fourth. I think I got him 3-1 up, to be fair, but we got a fight.
If Bostan doesn't change and just sticks to the game plan, box and move, he'll win this fight. But he keeps wanting to fight with him, a bit like Amir Khan used to do. He'd be leaps and bounds in front of him, and then he'd start wanting to get back shots that he'd been hit with and always get hurt. I think Fawaz is heavy-handed by the look of it. I mean, he's 9-1, so he's not a bum, is he?
Absolutely not. And what a lot of people were telling me in the comments were he just hasn't had the opportunities and so on and so forth. And they're looking like they're right here, aren't they? To be fair.
Yeah, they are. I think I remember you or Liam saying if he can't beat the likes of Fawaz, then he ain't going to be much cop. I think it might have been Liam that said it.
It could have been me, mate. To be fair, I think I was probably in that camp as well. In all honesty,
were, mate. I think we all were because of we've been sold on Fawaz on Bostan.
Yeah.
Turning into
he is, Jams. He's looking very good at the minute. He's actually, Junaid caught him with a count. He's backing him up, isn't he?
Yeah. I hope so, Jam. I just think there's no need for it anymore. It's a little bit archaic. It's just old school. I wouldn't want my daughter doing it anyway, parading the ring with her ass hanging out. Why is Matt?
Wasn't he standing? Yeah, I agree with that. YB Sub-Zero as well. Anything good he does, it's almost like he wants the crowd to acknowledge him if they haven't already. Do something good and build on it. Don't just celebrate every good shot you land. He's landed a good, landed a great shot on Junaid there, and then did a little stanky leg. He ain't short of confidence, is he? Fawaz, you got to give him credit.
Get a dog, they said. Fucking dog, man.
Fawaz landed a nice little short right uppercut on Bostan, done a little stanky leg after he done. Good body shot by Fawaz as well. He looks like the puncher in there at the minute.
He's not. Again, he's not hurting Fawaz, and Fawaz is just standing in front of him, and it's working. I slagged him off for it, but it's working at the minute. He's won the last 2 rounds, and Bostan looks tired. Look at him in this corner.
He's backing him up. He's backing him right up.
Spider. I love Spider Richards, man. How can you not like Craig Richards? He's just
he's a legend.
Honest, he's just a good fighter, man.
Seeing the exchanges now, Fawaz looks like the puncher.
Yeah.
Which wasn't the case earlier in the fight.
But he's stuck to his game plan, hasn't he? And it's eventually working.
Yeah, credit to him, man.
The same crappy looking moves. It don't look good, but no, you're right, Jams. I just don't think there's any place for it anymore. I think we're past men wolf whistling women with their asses hanging out, and I just think it's a little bit degrading. I just don't see any point for it, and I'm not a flipping. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm not. Each to their own and whatnot, but it just seems a little bit old-fashioned.
You're trying to say times have moved on?
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's what you're coming to.
There's a lot of women go boxing as well now, don't there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with
man
you.
In there in his undies. Fawaz looked like his legs dipped then with that left up.
What round's this now? 7?
6.
6. Sorry, round. So that's the halfway point. Then we're halfway through the fight. I think it's 3-2 to Boston, but all the momentum's with Fawaz.
If Fawaz wins this, it's 3-3. I'm wondering what odds can I get on draw?
I really want to praise Fawaz and everything, but he's just annoying me with all this stuff he's doing.
Yeah,
it's hard to get the words out of my mouth and say how well he's doing, because and all the showboating, just I don't mind a bit of showboating, but every shot that you throw, or every time Boston misses, you can't just pull a stupid face, or Junaid ripping him on the ropes there. That was a good attack.
You can only get 9-1 on draw now.
Good mix up this. Jay Jam says, YB Sub-Zero, it's crazy watching this for us. Could have been, it's a really, really good English title fight, this. Yeah, he looks on it. He's in the flow state, Jams, definitely. Fawaz.
Come on. Up here. Come on.
I love it though, man. It's a close competitive fight. That's what we want to see. I'm looking forward to the main event as well. I think Azazi's going to ask George Lillard some questions.
I think he's going to stop him in the 4th, mate.
You never know. He's just
You never
the
know,
only
mate.
issue for Azazi is the hangover from the Denzel Bentley icing.
Yeah, it's
Because he got
he went to go straight back in Dubai, didn't he? It was just the card fell to pieces. So you know, he's
it must be horrible to get back in there after being iced, because you're just probably questioning any shot that comes at you.
To be fair, it was his English title defense against Ryan Barrett. He's a coach now. A good friend of mine is Ryan. We became friends through him stopping my brother. But my brother was meant to fight somebody else, and that guy pulled out. They brought Ryan in, and he caught my brother with a left hook, and he fell flat on his. And I mean, he was out cold, and it's awful.
Horrible.
He never really recovered, my brother, from that. He never really recovered. He never
many of them don't, do they? You know, once the chin gets cracked once, it's probably always in the back of your mind, isn't it? Yes, Jam, I know what you're saying. He's just bravado to get the judges going, isn't it? Oh, good attack by Boston.
I think he's boxed his way back into this fight. I've got this 3-3 now.
It very well could be 3-3 into round 7. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I love it, mate. This is what boxing's about, man. It doesn't always need to be European, world, you know, English and British titles.
I'm telling you, about English title fight. You can't get my brother's fight. It was on, I think it was a Frank Maloney show. You can get Amir Khan versus Scott Lawton, but I've even tried the archives and you just can't get it. Stevie Bell versus Femi Fayentoli, you just can't get it. And that, like I say, English title, but you'd have thought they were fighting for a world title the way they boxed.
Look at, you know, all the top fights recently that I can remember, especially, you know, in the UK, they've all been British and like English.
Well, you know, domestic, aren't they? Domestic level fights.
Domestic dust-ups, yeah. You cannot beat them. Luca always mentions how much the domestic dust-ups, I love them myself. They're absolutely brilliant. I don't care what level people are fighting at. See if it's a back and forth fight like this, then I'm in. You know, it doesn't matter what level it's at. Okay, so Spider's got it 58-57.
4-2.
Okay,
I've got it.
I can get behind that. It's close, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm scoring it, but not scoring it properly. I'm just going to watch it, to be fair, because I always get the bloody scorecards wrong anyway.
We all do, mate. That's why I gave up doing it.
Yeah, Jams, as I say, my brother were preparing for a tall, rangy orthodox, and then ended up boxing a short, stocky southpaw.
Yeah, that can't be good after a full camp sparring, you know, the complete opposite style.
Oh,
he's coming after Junaid again here.
Junaid stopped there. He froze in the corner for a split second. I don't know where he was.
No, he did, yeah. Bang on, Pat. Again, left hand by Fawaz. Yeah, love it, man.
Is he hurt here?
Don't know, but Fawaz is teeing off. This would be a decent sized upset if you can pull it off.
Yeah. Boston he cannot get away from that right hand. He's going to get stopped if he's not.
He can't. Yeah. He can't. Oh, beautiful uppercut by Junaid Bostan. That was a peach.
What's your clock on?
Oh, he's hurt Boston bad. Just under a minute.
I'm on 47, 46.
Yeah. Boston's badly hurt.
Boston's flagging in that corner, mate. I'm telling you. Looks tired.
Yeah, he's got him going. I'm going to take some right stick in the comments.
We all
That's good head movement by Junaid. That's stale.
Man versus boy at the minute, guys.
Yeah. It's a 36-year-old versus a 22-year-old. This, and I'm not saying it. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not just stating the obvious. Yeah, he is. It's this big. You know, you got a guy who's destined for greatness on paper, Junaid Bostan, and you got a guy who's fighting for the only opportunity. He's never going to get an opportunity like this again, Bilal Fawaz, and he's fighting that way.
This is a prime example of someone taking an opportunity, being given it and taking it, and not the same thing. You can get it, but then you have to take it. Fawaz is doing what you're supposed to do. He is taking his opportunity. Couldn't agree more, Jams. Bringing out
love it, Jams, definitely. For YB Sub-Zero saying stay on the attack. He did badly hurt him again. I love it. I love everyone's comments here.
If he stopped pissing around and just got stuck in after he hurt him instead of
I know.
Doing all this.
He looks a puncher as well, and his record definitely doesn't suggest that. Stop showboating and attack.
Puncher or not, Sam, is the puncher in this fight, I believe.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but Boston's looked ready to go a couple of times, and he seems more intent on.
Right. I'm going to kill my kids. Do you know they keep putting empty wrappers out? We're going to have a Christmas chocolate then.
Empty wrappers in the nothing worse when you're digging around the celebrations and then.
Thought I'd found a little cheeky galaxy, mate, and it's an empty wrapper.
Oh, mate, nothing worse. Oh, I love it.
Pricks, mate.
Love it.
Kids are pricks.
Right then, 3 rounds to go in this 10-rounder. Possibility for it being all level.
In
fact, no, sorry, it's odd amount of rounds gone. So unless you're scoring 10-10s, it couldn't be level. But good shots by Junaid. I didn't know what to expect. I'm glad we've sat here and covered this. To be fair, it's been a belt of fight.
Me too.
And thanks to everyone that's joined us as well. On your Friday night, you're probably sick of the sight of us.
No, Pat. We'll get that in the next fight. Round 4.
Jay's big on Derek Azazi for the main event coming up shortly. Of course, we'll be there for it. But and it would be a big upset, this, Pat.
Massive.
On paper, at least, anyway.
I think it would be the upset of the night. Because Azazi's boxed at a decent level.
Yeah, Azazi's he's only lost to Tyler Denny and Denzel Bentley. With great respect to George Liddell, he's only starting out. Those guys are established European champions.
Yeah. Bostan needs to do something now, mate, because he's letting this fight get away from him.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good counter right hand by Junaid there.
Fawaz is answering him every time, though. Pretty much. Backing off's not going to do it for you, Junaid. You need to come forward.
Oh, he lent in with a right there. Fawaz was ready to counter him, but it doesn't need to load up. He's loading up a little bit here. He just needs to try and find some shots that connect and just stop the momentum of Fawaz coming forward.
I actually think Junaid Bostan would be better 5 pounds under at 135.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think he'll make it, though.
Well, I mean, this is at 154. So you think he can make welter?
Welter, not fucking super featherweight. I think he could go down a division.
He's quite
lean, isn't it?
I want to say, he's lean. I don't want to say skinny because I didn't want to come across as offending him. Skinny myself, but unless he's probably he's only 22, so he's probably still got room to fill into the weight, I guess, hasn't he? But
he looks knackered, don't you think? He looks really tight.
Do you know what the problem is? And it's probably a similar thing to Cameron Vong against Gwyn. I know Gwyn's former European champion and more pedigree than Fawaz has, but look at him. Yeah, he looks dejected in the corner. But similar to Vong, if they haven't had that test, that acid test, is the matchmaking on the way to 10-0, 11-0, 9-0, whatever these guys are. I'm not saying you have to go in and fight undefeated fighters in your pro debut, but every fight should be a stepping stone up towards getting to a certain level.
Yeah, this corner doesn't look good either.
Grant Smith is laying into him here.
They look a bit desperate, like they never expected this. You have to expect that something like this could happen. Time out. Oh, he's
Grant.
Fawaz. He's warning Fawaz, I think. Bostan complained at the end of the round. Leave him be, man. He's done no wrong.
Is he getting a bit of A-side treatment, is he?
I think so. He's given him a hard warning. For what, though?
As if, Jams, that's mad. That reminds me of Usyk and Sean Porter. Eddie did roll the dice. Yeah, look, to be fair though, Pat, again, on paper, it shouldn't maybe have been. I don't know, but they're happy enough to roll the dice. And, you know, look, put it this way. Vaughn got the win over Gwyn, even though we all thought he lost. Boston could get a decision here. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he gets a decision, if it goes the distance. And you know, they'll say, oh, it's a great learning fight. We'll do the rematch and so on and so forth. But they could just brush over it. I don't know. Because Vong's fighting Jordan Flynn again now, isn't he? If that fight will ever happen, it's been announced now.
I'm sick of hearing about that.
I know. It's on the Pat Brown undercard, his debut. Some decent fights on that card. But again, yeah, I'm with you, Jay. I'm sick of talking about it.
Yeah, he needs to fight Gwyn, man. We all know. We all saw he lost that fight. Whoa, Fawaz is coming on. I think if Fawaz can press him, he'll wilt, mate. He looks exhausted.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. If Fawaz, for some reason, doesn't get the decision, he's got himself to blame.
He's got some bad bruising on his cheekbones there. I don't
think some good right hands coming in again there. Boston's a tough lad himself, to be fair. He's took some big shots tonight.
Tired, man. No, that doesn't help when they're tired, does it? Fatigue sets
No.
It just kind of... He's got a lot of lateral movement. So once he's tired of lactic acid and he can't get out of way of shots, you're seeing that. He's getting hit with shots. Look there, 4 shots. Just can't get out.
He's kind of wilted a bit under the pressure, hasn't he?
Yeah. Good left up there, straight on chin.
Looks a little bit void of ideas.
Yeah.
Maybe some
great exchange. What an exchange.
Yeah, both men going for it. Yeah, look, he needs to conclusively win the last two.
The ref is going to take a point off
the last 2 rounds.
That will be the difference, or it'll be a draw, I bet. I mean, what does this do for Bostan's profile? Doesn't help it, does it?
Absolutely not.
Star boy.
Legend Jams boxing chat. Top man.
Oh, Jams, man. Thank you very much, brother. I don't even know what that means, but yeah, thanks.
Super sticker.
Thank
Good
you.
man, Jams. Thank you, brother. Can everyone let me know how you score in the fight? Because I have no clue. Absolutely no clue who's winning this
I'll
fight.
Repay the favour. I'll ask one of my kids out to repay the favour over weekend Jams, and I'll do a super sticker and a super chat for you, bro. We've got to support each other. We're all supporting each other, man. We're all in this together.
Yeah, love that. What's Spider scoring it then? He's on the thing again, isn't he?
Frank Smith looks sick as a pig.
Top man, Jams. Who, Frank Smith at ringside?
Yeah, he looks gutted. It means 100%.
Got to get down with the lingo, Jay. Your kids will teach you, mate.
I'm going to have to get down with kids now.
Fly with Rye is in the house. Thank you very much. Doesn't surprise me at all that Boston is odds on.
He's the A side, brother.
Fly
with Rye.
The books always lean towards what's going on with the A side, as JFT's just said.
Like I said, I thought so.
Yeah, you did say draw.
9-1, but...
Thank you, Jams. You're an absolute legend, brother. Love yours as well. 5-4 to Junaid.
I I think it's on this last round.
I think the draws in play. Oh, Fawaz backing him up again. Yeah, look, I haven't scored it round for round, but my eyes are telling me that Fawaz is winning.
I think so.
Just
the second half of the fight, Fawaz has just been better.
Yeah. Jam said Boston in trouble in the 10th. I think they'll do Fawaz penalty.
I agree. It'll be a draw or Boston win. Split decision.
There you go. YD Sub-Zero Fawaz 2-1 in play, which I don't agree with. But again, they've seen it too many times. We've seen it too many times. The home fighters get decisions. It shouldn't be that way, but it is that way. I only was talking about Cameron Wong against Gavin Gwynn a minute ago, and ultimately his manager Sam Jones and people amongst his team said that Gwynn won that fight. I think.
Shots. Oh, Boston all over here. Oh. Sonny Edwards also said that Boston was the most technically gifted boxer he'd ever shared a ring.
I watched it in the build-up, and to be fair, Sonny knows his eggs.
Yeah, he just hasn't performed tonight. I think
he hasn't. He's took him lightly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that for a fact, but
it looks like he has, doesn't it? Underestimated him.
Potentially.
Great fight.
Oh, brilliant fight. Really enjoyed that. Bang on the money as well as always. Jam. Yeah, rematch.
Yeah, I agree. We need to see this again. I'm going to go and say that they are going to shaft Fawaz and either give it a draw or a Boston split decision.
I think it was close, but I think it was clear to see that Fawaz won the latter part of the fight. As you said, it felt like a 6-4 kind of fight to Fawaz. But look, let's just see. I'm gonna reserve judgment until we get the cards.
I'd like to see Fawaz get the victory and get another big fight or a rematch or something that can help him change life. Everything
everyone was telling me in the comments on the content is bang on the money. He was deserving to be in there, and he fought a great fight.
Yeah,
for sure.
Took his chance, didn't he? That's what you're supposed to do, man. Take your chance, take your shot.
100%. Yeah, love that, Pat. Love the show. But looking forward to the main event now. After watching that, I was more looking forward to the main event beforehand. But that one's really.
I agree with YV Sub-Zero. Fawaz, if he hadn't pissed around, he just didn't know what to do after he'd had successes. He backed off and started messing about.
Yeah.
If he'd have continued on his forward momentum after he were having successes, I think we'd be talking about a different result. I think we'd know that he'd won it handily. Whereas he's left it open to debate, hasn't they? Which is where they get the A side. The A side could be deemed the winner, which I don't agree with. But that's what happens. It's happened forever. Hometown decisions. I remember when people used to go to Germany, for example, and you could knock the opponent out and still get a draw. Germany was horrendous for it. Matthew Macklin punched the head off Felix Sturm. Lost on points.
Yeah.
Here we go. Come on. What we got?
Come on.
One each, I think, there. The draw. Bostan. No, for what? Is it a draw? Draw?
Draw. Draw.
Told you.
You called that 9-1 earlier.
Yeah,
Pat called it a few minutes ago too. 100% draw. Yeah, do you know what? That for me, that's probably a fair result. Maybe slightly harsh on Fawaz, but like I don't split draw. So
like that for me feels like they just didn't want to give it to anybody other than Bostan.
Yeah.
So that, you know, but
on the flip side of it, he's got himself to blame for us a little bit as well.
He has, definitely.
Yeah, put on a show this dance move instead of the knockout. Yeah, look, so a split draw. Pat said, "Can you let us know the cards, guys, if anyone's been watching with the volume on?" But split draws when they've given it to one fighter each, and then one of them's got one of the judges give it a draw.
What are you doing? Turn to the camera, you moron. You've been playing to it all night, and now all of a sudden you don't know where camera is. Eddie's got to give him a ring.
Yeah, 100%. They're going to rerun it then, aren't they? For sure. I don't know how to feel about it, to be fair.
I'm a little disappointed. I thought Fawaz did enough, but as I said, I thought they'd give it a draw. Should have stuck something on it, shouldn't I? Called it as well.
You should have done, yeah.
Only 9. To be fair, so
yeah,
I'm all right when my 4th round knockout comes off in next one at 150-1.
Yeah, if he is crying wolf a little bit, I do think he's got himself to blame a bit there. But look, I'm not going to talk about that. I want to talk about his performance. His performance was excellent. He was good. But I fancy in the rematch that he will be a bit more, showboat a little bit less. If anyone around him's got the right head screwed on, they need to just tell him, because he could have stopped him and not left it in the judge's hands.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I feel like Bostan's going to have an excuse, an injury or.
I just think plain and simple, like you said, he underestimated him.
Yeah,
I think
that wasn't the destructive clinical performances that we've seen previously.
No, never hurt him once. Never got him to the body. Like he's really good to the body, and Bostan. There was.
And Fawaz didn't do anything revolutionary. He just came forward like that and just stayed with him. Like I said earlier on, his footwork was terrible. He was plodding. He was just following him. But it worked, man. It absolutely worked.
Yeah, it was a good fight. And get that on one of the decent cards coming up. There's no need to wait and do an interim fight. Get that back on for the vacant English Super Welter Championship again in the next 3 months or so. I don't see any major cuts or anything like that. Boston's a bit banged up, but nothing major. Just get that back on. And if you're Junaid Bostan, go and right the wrong. If you're Bilal Fawaz, try and knock him out a bit more next time.
Yeah.
I think Lid ought to win on points. Jay's gone on the Azazi knockout. He thinks he's going to stop him. Maybe we will.
Yeah, that's only for fun. I think that's only for fun. I think Lidard's going to beat him. I think he'll stop him.
You can stop him, do you?
Yeah, I think he'll stop him 6 or 7 rounds.
Boston not happy. Pat says he's not happy how he did perform in the ring for us. Still amped up and security showed up. They're having a pop. They're having a pop at each other.
Yeah, they're having. You can see they're arguing. Eddie Hearn's holding microphone.
Eddie Hearn's loving it because he can see the pound notes for the rematch, can't he?
He can, but he'll be pissed off with Bostan. Definitely. You shouldn't have to do
like
a rematch.
Eddie says, because Eddie always gets stick about his fighters losing. But if you're not good enough, you're not good enough. And tonight he wasn't good enough.
No. He wasn't.
You know, it's as simple as that. You know, and you know, his American fighters who've got beaten, Khalil Coe, who's the other one?
Oh, Eddie. It's going up front, isn't it? He's blow dry. He's had to blow dry it. I didn't realise how bad his hair were going up front. Welcome to the club, Edward. Yo!
I love it.
To the turkey lad.
Matchroom going to be hosting shows in Turkey soon, are they?
He's going to have to, mate. They're still arguing.
Yeah, Eddie doesn't look best pleased, does he? To be fair to Eddie, though, he'll say it straight as it is. If one of his fighters has got beat, he'll say, I thought he got beat.
Just put it on again.
Yeah, rematch required.
Yeah. I'm happy that Fawaz will get another shot, you know, and he'll hopefully get a better payday this next time.
Well, look, there's they had a bit of edge on the press conferences and stuff this week. You know, there was a good talk up in it, so they'll be able to.
Eddie Earn, look at weigh-in with his $9.99 Everlast tracksuit on. He'll be
No, he's loving it, wasn't he? Oh, Minkim's in the house. Hope you're well, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. Lidl will destroy Azazi, thinking third round stoppage. Potentially could happen. I think it's going all the way, but look, I'm normally wrong. Jay thinks Lidl will stop him. They're going on here. Boston still. Oh yeah, do it in Sheffield. Yeah, you know that could probably headline in next gen in Sheffield, couldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, you've got some decent fighters that you could stick on those cards, but a lot of the next gen seem to be down south because, you know, obviously a lot of them are with Tony Sims and gyms like that, aren't they? So
yeah,
that's probably why. No,
I'll
tell you what, we'll break for a few minutes. Thanks very much to everyone who joined us for that one. Really enjoyed that fight. We'll be back. Yeah, we'll be back in 5 minutes or less whenever they ring walk for Lidard and Azazi. We'll see you very shortly, guys. Cheers, Jay. Cheers to everyone who joined us.
See you in a minute.